Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to another build. I don't know why I sang that. So I am like on a major building streak. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to describe it. I guess I'm inspired would be what it is. So like cue the like fast skill leveling up or whatever. But I've been working on larger builds, starting with that botanical gardens build. And now I'm like, I just can't be stopped. I'm like, oh, I want to do this, and let's build this mansion, and let's try to build this, and like all these things. So I might like either I'm going to get really good at building large things in a short period of time because I keep building things, or I'm going to burn out really fast. So we'll hope for the former. But this is the first part of a farmhouse that I started because, well, I guess you could gather that from the title. But what I actually want to do is on one of the larger lots in the game, build a farm type thing with a farmhouse, obviously, and then a barn, and then landscape and terrain paint out like fields and those kinds of things, which I know a lot of people have done, but I want to do one myself. And so I was originally going to do that, and then this house ended up being a lot bigger than I thought. And so this is just kind of one of those farmhouse, like modern contemporary farmhouse style homes, is what it's going to end up being because it kind of takes up the whole lot. But I'm not mad at it because you know what I think I am already pretty good at is landscaping. So I can build a farm and like do all the fields and stuff whenever. I need to practice and like get excited about large buildings now. So I'm not mad at it. What I am mad at is the crazy amount of time I spent working on that split staircase because I've been okay. I don't know why it took me so long, but I discovered Kate Emerald's channel. And let me just say, the Kate Emerald has some incredible building ideas. And I saw Kate's tutorial for different staircase things, and it was just things I had never considered. So I give full credit to me learning how to make more exciting staircases. Yeah, all credit goes to Kate. And so I really wanted to have in the entryway of this home, like a split staircase. But see, the thing is that you can lower and raise foundations, but the game does not support having split level foundations connected. And so I was fighting these conflicting block clusters, as the game likes to call them, pretty much every step of the way. And this first part of the build is just me actually building the shell of the house and then doing the exterior and the landscaping. And the landscaping on this one is actually minimal relative to what I had planned in the beginning, but that's beside the point. And oh, it was a struggle. And I was trying to do this like overhanging balcony and things. There's like conflicting block clusters and this invalid round room and like all these things were just. I'm going to do more exciting stairs in the future, but I don't know that I will place them in the way that I placed this one because this was a trial and a half. But like I said, I like the house. I don't remember how many bedrooms there are in this because I haven't furnished it yet. What is it? I want it. It's like 4 or 5, something like that. And then has like a huge living room and the kitchen. And I'm a little daunted. I built the shell, which is an achievement, but I'm still a little daunted as far as furnishing this thing. We'll get there. We'll get there. I I'll figure it out, but I'm excited. I was working on this thing, and when I finally got to the exterior and I was watching it get to okay, it's funny that I said get together instead of come together because most of the builds that you see me do, especially renovations and things, are builds that I'm incorporating into my save that I'm ever so slowly putting together. And this is in Wittenberg, so get together. And just watching it come together was amazing. And let me just say that front porch, that round front porch, was not as much trouble as the stair work I was doing inside, but it was messing with me. And I never used round roofs, and so I was really fighting this round roof. So, look, roofing, I'm like on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I'm max like a 6 or 7 roofer. And that is for several reasons. One, I never think of creative ways to use roofs. Like people do all these things where they have different pieces of and different types of roofs on different floor levels so that they can create more dynamic roof shapes. And just those things just never occur to me. I'm not good at using round roofs or the like hexagonal and octagonal roofs, but I can make dormers like I did here. And I covered up my crazy split level conflicting block clusters. I fought the roof a lot too. And it wasn't because I didn't know how I wanted the roof to look, it was because of the block clusters that were just driving me crazy. And I almost created, you can see, I almost created a third floor just to house the roof, but then the floor or the roof stuck way off the house. And I was like, this isn't going to work. And so I just had to deal with kind of, I think it's funky, but I feel like if I was a little removed from it, like if I stumbled upon this farmhouse on the gallery and I saw the roof, I'd be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have any problem with it. So I don't know. You can let me know down below if you think that the roof looks odd or what you think. I mean, I want to know everything you think about this build because I'm excited about it. And like I said, I haven't furnished it yet. So if you would like to comment ideas for how I should perhaps furnish this thing, go for it. I'm excited. I obviously it's going to be a farmhouse style, but I haven't decided even with so many rooms, like if I want to add like kids bedrooms and give it like a lived in family kind of look or just ultra modern farmhouse kind of thing where it's like very sparse or you know what I mean? Like on a spectrum of like staged home that you're touring with a real estate agent to very lived in home full of clutter. I don't know where on that spectrum I want to be. So if you have ideas for that, or even if you want to describe a family that you think would live in this home, like it could be anybody. I don't care. You could go the route, be like, oh, well, this person has like 3 kids and blah 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 blah, and or you could even be like, oh, well, this is a bachelor who has no idea what he's doing, and he's or someone that like okay, I'm not gonna write these stories for you, but if you want to leave something like that down below and describe someone, maybe I could pick one of the descriptions and then how furnish the house accordingly. That would be fun. Um, yeah, this house, I oh the landscaping. It's so simple, but I enjoyed it because it was so simple. Because I felt like this house would be very put together. You know, those housing areas where all the houses look generally the same, but the houses were all like quote unquote custom built for the people that live in them. So when they go to the house, I mean, unless they bought it after the whole neighborhood's been developed, but you go to buy a house there when they're like starting the low 250s, like 250,000s, and they have like a base model for the house, and they're like, oh, but you can add a sunroom, or you can convert the garage into a third bedroom, or like add a pool, or like all these things to customize their like base house. And I imagine the landscaping being that put together, where it's like there's like an HOA somewhere. It was like your freaking hydrangeas better be all one color, and I think I did make them all one color. And if anything's out of whack, we're coming for you with our weed whackers, things like that. And I got to use brick, and I don't do a lot of brick builds because I don't know what it is. I've seen obviously a lot of brick houses in my life, but something about certain things in The Sims, like all the like really floral wallpapers in The Sims, I just can't use them because they don't look right to me, even though I could totally see them existing in some place or other in real life and looking fine. And I see other people use them. But when it's like those things, like you place them, you've seen other people do it, and you're like, oh, you go, like, I love what you did there. And then you place it, and you're like, what is this hot garbage? So I don't know, but I like it here. And I had to figure out this wild foundation issue because of the staircase monstrosity I created. I like the staircase, okay? And because I had to fight all those block clusters, I'm guessing it works because it wasn't going to let me get away with anything. But there is like a weird little stair area in the right when you get in the door. But to be fair, I have been in people's houses that have weird like step downs and things as soon as you get into the house. So things happen. You could do what you want, is what I'm learning. I mean, I didn't learn that. I could have done that all along. I could be building exclusively houses of sized up objects, which you know what? That would be a thing. I would love to do that if I wanted to. No one could say anything. I mean, you could say stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean you'd stop me. And now I'm rambling. I got to put some sunflowers in here as like an homage to the farmhouse I wanted to build Which, like, look, if I build a farmhouse, like okay, if I build a whole farm, not just the house, I don't include at least one large patch of sunflowers, call me out because I want a patch of sunflowers on my farm, okay? And also, speaking of farms, I want to build a farm, but I can't decide if I want, when I do the fields and things, if I just want to do the kind of standard use terrain paint to paint like field stripes in the on the ground, or if I want to go really far and terrain tools like little like lines of mounds and then plant actual plants on them. But then I always wonder how people feel about including plants in builds, because is it cheating if you like download a build, even if your sim can afford it, and you download it and it has all the plants in it, and then you're like master gardener? I don't know. Let me know. But anyway, I'm not going to include screenshots because I will include them all at the end in the second part. Let me know if you're still liking or how you feel about me splitting up the speed build videos for these larger builds, and what you think of farmhouses and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!